Hey YouTube, what's up? It's Saturday night. We're going to take a look at Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and XRP. And with the exception of Bitcoin and Ethereum, it looks like, and I think Litecoin might be green too, but it looks like a good majority of the cryptos are red right now. We're having just a little bit of a retracement, but it's not too bad. I think what we're doing right now is we're just correcting a little bit, but I still believe there's a big bull run coming. This is only just the beginning. I don't think this is just kind of like a bleep in the road. I don't think it's just a little small uptick. Simply due to the fact that Bitcoin is finally above 7,500. For the longest time, Bitcoin's been in around the $7,200 to $7,800 range, and now that we're seeing $9,000 plus, I think our next milestone we're going to cross is 9,500. Once we cross that $9,500 resistance and get to that $10,000 mark, I think once we get above $10,000, that is what's going to ignite the bull run. I think this is just the tip of the iceberg. I think we are going to definitely see we could see at least a couple of, from what I'm hearing, we could see at least a couple of months of growth, guys. So for me personally, I'm not going to sell out of my Ethereum. I would hate to sell out now and then see it go up to $300 or $400. I'm going to wait until $300 or $400 to get out. Then I'll take some profits. Then for me, it would seem, you got to wait until these things are completely tapped out and are ready to fall. You don't want to sell out now when they're just now starting to go up and when there's talks of a long extended bull run, because you could be sitting on that money, your profits, for a while before you can get back in again. So let's go ahead and take a look at Bitcoin. We started off the day at about 89.10, it looks like. Retraced down to about 88.72. Ping ponged around a little bit, went up a little bit here. Right around here is when we started going up. Your high for today is going to be about 91.49.60. And I think your low is going to be right around in here. Say about 88.51. 88.51 to 91.50. That's going to be your support level right now. Once we bust through that 9,500, it seems like 92 to 9,300. That's about your support. That's about where your resistance marks are. Those are my targets for the resistance right now. Your target, your resistance, that's what causes you to, like you notice, like whenever it hits like a certain point and then it starts going down. Well, what's happening is it's not pushing through the resistance, so that's causing the coin to go down. That's why they call it resistance. Each coin has a certain resistance mark, and once it hits once it tops out, then it starts to retrace back down again. So for Bitcoin, I would say about 91 to 9200 is your resistance right now. Between 88 and 9100, that's your support level right now. Once we pass through that $9,500 resistance, it's going to be off to the races, guys. I think some people are thinking Bitcoin could jump up to maybe 19, 20,000, because as you can see right here, it's similar to what we did in 17. It's just going to be a huge climb all the way to the top. But I've got to remind you, and I got to warn you, if we do touch 19,900 again, like we did in 17, we've been consolidating out for the past really couple of years, and I think it's ready to pop again. But be warned, if this coin does hit 19,000, get out. Do not, invest if you think it's going higher. But last time this coin touched 19,900 and then fell all the way to $3,000. So you don't want to be the one holding the bag. You don't want to jump in at its very highest peak zenith. You want to jump in at around 10,000, 11,000, maybe $12,000. Ride it to about 1,800, maybe $1,900 or $19,000, and then get out. Do not be that person left holding the bag. Just be warned. Yeah, this bull market could last a couple of months, but then just as quickly as it got here, it could completely disappear. So just if you have a lot of money into this, constantly monitor it, constantly check out and see how things are going. See if we got a lot of steam going still. But right now is a good time to get into Bitcoin at these prices. These are very low prices right now. Definitely get in, but get out and make profits when you feel comfortable with it. So let's move on to XRP. Now, XRP saw a little bit of movement today, but not much. We started out the day at about 0.214, it looks like. Retraced to about 0.213, looks like. Ping ponged around. Then we shot up. How much is that? 0.2437. So 0.2437 is going to be your high for today. And let's say right around here's probably going to be your low. 0.236 is going to be your low. So between 23 and 24 cents is your support level for XRP. As I said before, this is not a coin that you want to get into and think that it's going to automatically go up just because you got into it. This is a coin that takes a lot of patience. This is not a coin that's going to move 23, 24, 25, 26 cents within the span of a couple of days. This is a coin I've monitored and I've watched this coin a lot. The way this coin moves is it'll go from 0.22, 0.21, 0.221, 0.222, 0.2223. I mean, it takes a lot to get this to 24 cents. I mean, it takes a lot of pressure. It takes a lot of buying power. It takes a lot of momentum. Let me put it to you this way. To get this coin back to a quarter, it's going to take a lot of buying pressure, guys. So I would always highly recommend XRP, but with a caveat. XRP, you got to have a lot of patience. You can't be somebody like me that expects instant gratification. I don't mind having XRP in my wallet when I have like extra money to spend. I myself would not want to have all my money wrapped in it. Now, the price doesn't move quite as much. It's not quite as, volatile, but it's not something that's going to be exciting to watch. If you're a patient person and you can put your money away and, just forget you have it, then that's great. But if you're somebody that likes to look at the charts like me every day and you're like, oh, I wonder what my XRP did today, believe me, if you look at it at like, say, 11 o'clock in the morning and it's at 24 cents, trust me, odds are by 7 or 8 o'clock at night again, it's going to still be at 0.2421. Believe me, this is an awesome coin. This is a great coin to invest in, but it's something that you got to have a tremendous amount of patience with. It's not going to make you rich overnight unless you just have thousands of dollars to put into it. Now, if you've got $2,000 or $3,000 to put into it, then I would definitely recommend, because this is a coin that can make you some money. But you definitely have to have a lot of volume with this coin. You definitely have to have a lot of patience. You just got to buy it, put it up, and forget it. Because someday, I think if we do have another 2017 situation with Bitcoin, and Bitcoin goes to 20 grand, this coin could go back to $3 or $4. And then if that's the case, then if you bought 100 coins, you've made some money. But on a day-to-day basis, this is not really a coin that makes for fun chart watching. It's, you just gotta be disciplined. You gotta be able to put it in your hard wallet or whatever it is you have. Leave it in your Coinbase and just forget you have it. You can't be one of these people that, I'm gonna buy it, I'm gonna flip it, and I'm gonna make a couple of grand profit off of it with just $1,000 purchase. No, it's not gonna happen, guys. I can promise you that this is something you gotta have a lot of patience with, and it will reward you over time, but it's just something you got to be patient with and forget you have it, because it is a slow mover. But I would definitely recommend to my friends to invest in XRP only if you have the patience for it. But like I said, if we have another 2017 situation again, I definitely think this card could get, or this coin, sorry, I think this coin definitely could jump to $3 to $4. Let's move on to Litecoin. Litecoin is doing quite well as well. So hold on just a second here. Let me remove this. Litecoin here. Did it even? I don't think this even went to the chart I wanted it to. Yep. Hold on, guys. I am sorry. For some reason, this thing must not have gone to the 24-hour chart. So it'll take it just a moment. I do apologize. So eventually it will get to the 24-hour chart, I hope. But no, Litecoin, at least with Litecoin, it does tend to move. Now you're going to have days with Litecoin where it may sit on $48 or $49 when it's in the 40s all day long. There are some coins that just basically sit there and do nothing. Now, there are coins too that will jump up 250% for no apparent particular reason. Now, those kind of coins you got to be careful with. Those kind of coins are what they call pump and dumps. You don't want to, with those kind of coins, sometimes you'll see on the top 100 chart, you'll see coins are up 300% for no reason. The only way you're going to make money with that is if you got into it when it was nothing, before everybody knew about it, and if you happen to own a crap ton of it, then you might make some money on it. But with those kind of coins, you don't want to go in when the wave has already crested. Once the wave has already crested and the momentum's gone, you may as well forget about it. But that's for another lesson. Okay, guys, with Litecoin, we started out the day at about $60, it looks like, and 94 cents. We retraced to about 59.27, looks like. Ping-ponged around. And then up here, we went up to 61.22. Quickly retraced again. 59.22 or 59.28, and now we're back up again. We went back up again, 61. So we're in that market of about $55 to $61 right now. What's happening is it's meeting the resistance of $61, $62, and then you can see it's quickly retracing. But I think these coins, even Litecoin, I think you're going to see Litecoin, like I said, support levels for Litecoin, 55 to say $62. Once we break that mark of that resistance of 62, once we hit 65, I think that coin will start consolidating between the $70 and $80 range, and I think we will work our way back up to the hundreds. But as I've said before, I really don't believe that the hundreds and all that, I don't think those are sustainable levels. So I think 40 to 50 to $60, those are sustainable levels for Litecoin. At least they appear to be. But I mean, if we have another situation like 17, this could be at least a $200 to $300 coin like it did in 17. So let's move on to Ethereum, the one I happen to be mining and that I actually got paid on yesterday. And And my miner is doing quite well at the moment, knock on wood. Okay, with Ether, this coin looks the best out of all of them right now. That's why I'm heavily invested into it. And I have no intention of selling out at least until maybe 220, 240. It seems when we get into 200s, it's got a resistance of about 238 to 240. So once I see that it's tapped out, then I'll take profits. When I can get to the point where I'm going to have $100 profit or more, then I'll feel pretty good about it. So we started out today at about 171.93, so we're starting to build support in the 170s. Ping ponged around. Let's see. Today we got up to a high of about 177. Then we retraced again, met that resistance of 177, 178. I think she actually hit 179 if I saw correctly. Once we, let's see, what's your low for today? 167 to 177. That's your support level for Ethereum right now. And once we pass through that resistance of 180, I think this coin will be 200, possibly by the end of the week. That's why I have no desire or plans to sell mine. But if I think 200 is as high as it's going to go, which I don't, there are some folks that are predicting Ethereum could hit 280. If we have anything like 17, this coin was back at $1,400 back in 17. I don't see any reason why this can't be a $1,000 coin. These are super cheap levels right now. Get into it as quickly as you can. Take your profits when you can. But I believe that this coin will be 1,000 again soon. I can't tell you when, but with the right FOMO, the right circumstances, I think it definitely could. Well, guys, I think that's going to be it for tonight. The market's looking really good right now. We're just kind of in a correctional phase right now. So don't worry, we will continue to go up. As I said before, this is only the beginning of the bull run. So, guys, again, thank you so much for watching. It's Saturday night, CryptoVision signing off. Peace out, guys.